What is going on, everybody? This is Jake with PackMan Sports coming back to you guys with another video. So I'd like to give a huge shout out to a long-term subscriber and supporter of my channel, King Howie of KHTV. And the reason why I'm showing this video to you guys is because King Howie here I was able to watch just for a brief minute, and he mentions me in this video. So I also kind of wanted to give like a little bit of a reaction to this video, and I would like to be able to hear what Howie has to say on this whole ordeal with Aaron Rodgers wanting Brian Gutekunst fired from the Green Bay Packers, and that is kind of like something to weigh in on whether this actually holds any truth to it. If Aaron really truly wants Brian to be fired. A lot of people have been saying to fire Brian Gutekunst at the expense of Aaron, and that is why it has created such a huge firestorm in this whole fiasco that has been brought upon ever since draft day, where Aaron and his guys have decided to drop the bombshell of wanting to leave Green Bay. Things have not really moved forward in any type of progress when it comes to this whole fiasco. And now, without all that, I would like to be able to get into this video to see what King Howie has to say on all this, and I would like to see see how we are if we see eye to eye on the situation. So let's get into it.
Yeah! That's what the fuck I'm talking about. This is like the most exciting time to be a fucking Packers fan. All of the drama, all of the entertainment we get as Packer fans right now.
Aaron could be leaving the Packers.
Time in history where the organization is facing off with the franchise quarterback. Now news has came out, and sorry, PackMan Jake, I hate to be talking about this shit, but this shit is hilarious to me. Shout out to.
Yeah, I'm just in case you guys know, I used to have my channel. My channel name used to be called PackMan Jake. You guys can call me that if you would like. I just changed it to PackMan Sports because it just sounds a little bit more professional, and plus I wouldn't mind if anybody else just called me Jake because that's my name. So that's it. And yeah, that's what I changed my name to that. Howie, I changed it to PackMan Sports. And that's okay that you forgot. It's no big deal.
Channel follow Sean. I think he changed it to PackMan. I forget. I was just watching his shit too. But shout out to him, man. This is exciting.
Thank you for the shout out, Howie. Much appreciated.
Times. I am fired up about this team. I mean, if this team was going to war today, I want to be the first motherfucker on the front line with my chest out with a big fucking Green Bay G on it. Leading the troops to battle. This is what I'm talking about. A head-on collision course with Mark Murphy and Aaron Rodgers. Who's gonna make the big decision? You got a big decision to make, Mark Murphy. Is it gonna be Brian Gutekunst out the door, or is it gonna be Aaron Rodgers? I told you, Mark Murphy was gonna have to bend over and pull his pants down.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea what's up with this. This has to be fake here. I mean, the drama is really interesting. It makes headlines. It makes the center of the draft. It really felt as if it has been the whole Aaron Rodgers fiasco. This really feels like a big scripted drama thing, and I mean, this is making news, but in my opinion, it's making news in a negative way, and this is not how I want the Packers to be making news over this kind of stuff. I'd rather see it that this team is winning and going to the playoffs and all that. That's the right way to be able to make the news. This is starting to be like the Dallas Cowboys, for crying out loud. The Dallas Cowboys made the news for all the wrong reasons, thanks to Jerry Jones. And him just trying to stir up everything, making headlines, and people react to all that. That is something that is going on right now with Aaron and his beef with the Packers, and I mean, it's entertaining. I will say that it's very, very entertaining stuff. But to me, it just rubs me the wrong way, and I hate seeing things. I hate it, but at the same time, you kind of like it. So, yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings on it. I think Howie truly does have some mixed feelings on this, even though he's clapping and he's he's smiling. Come on, nobody wants to see Aaron leave the Green Bay Packers, and there's a lot of big time potential that Aaron could be leaving Green Bay, and I'll be very very sad to see Aaron go if he does.
Oh man, now we know. Now we know that Jordan Love pick pissed Aaron Rodgers off. Rightfully so.
Yeah,
You move up in
I
the
don't blame
draft to
him.
get a guy that from Scoogleyville University.
Utah State,
I mean, I don't disrespect
Scoogleyville.
Jordan Love, but come on, man, that is just a bad way to treat a quarterback. Now we hear that Aaron Rodgers wants a commitment from the Packers for the next 2 years. Like I said, probably 65 million fully guaranteed. It might be 70 million fully guaranteed. 35, 35. Now it's getting interesting. Now it's getting interesting. This is
I don't know if he wants that much in guaranteed. I think that Aaron's extension, if he to his liking, is probably 2 to 3 years, possibly even possibly four. I know that Aaron has definitely been talking about wanting to play into his 40s. The contract thing, yes, that's probably one of the things that he wants from the Packers. Another thing that he may want is for the Packers to trade Jordan because who honestly, if coming from his perspective, I wouldn't blame him for wanting Jordan to be out so like he doesn't have him breathing down his neck and worrying about am I going to get traded when Jordan is ready to step in and be the starter for the Packers. So coming from his perspective, I understand. So as far as much of things as far as guaranteed money and everything like that, nothing has come out in terms of how much from what he wants to say or from what he wants publicly. He hasn't even spoken up publicly about any of this at all. So that's why anything else is just rumors, speculation, until it comes from straight from the horse's mouth. In that case, it's Aaron. I want to be able to hear from Aaron to see what he has to say on this.
probably one of the probably is going to go down in history as one of the biggest dramatic um, quarterback facing off against the organization. I mean, you had Belichick versus Brady. Now you got Aaron Rodgers facing off against the Green Bay Packers suits.
I don't see much of a similarity there.
And more power to him. I'm happy Aaron Rodgers is doing this. This front office needs to wake the fuck up. Like Brian Gutekunst, you just pretty much fucked your whole career as a GM. Possibly.
I disagree with
The
that.
decision you made by going after Jordan Love in the first round, when you got a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback that still got a Super Bowl window open, knowing damn well you was gonna have to re-sign him anyway. That's the dumbest part about that decision, them picking Jordan Love. You knew you was gonna have to re-sign Aaron Rodgers anyway. You could have.
That's probably true. That's probably true. I mean, but the Packers have him locked up until he's 41 years old, so there was probably not going to be that much of a reason to really extend him beyond that, because we don't know how long Aaron is going to be able to play. Who knows? He may be 41 and then he might be done. He might be 40 and he might be done. We don't know when he's going to say that I want to retire, you guys. I want to retire a Green Bay Packer. So I guess you have Jordan there to be my heir apparent. So I don't think we know that for sure. But it sounds like Aaron does want long term stability and to know that he feels like like he's being committed to by the Green Bay Packers. I understand that, but we don't really know what's going on because Aaron hasn't spoken publicly about it.
Held off drafting another quarterback for another 2 years. Then I don't think Aaron Rodgers would have no problem with it, but I still think he would have a problem
Probably.
with the front office.
I don't know.
I love this shit. This shit right up my alley. I love this. I knew this shit wasn't over. I just had a feeling like, here we go with another offseason. What's going to happen next? And then bam, Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to retire. And you think about the fans coming back. If you're vaccinated, that's bullshit. But you know, the fans coming back. You want to pack the house out with the MVP on that field, man. You cannot start the season without the MVP on that field. Then there's some.
What if we can?
Aaron Rodgers don't want to show up to training camp, which is rightfully so. You know, I don't need. I would give him the fucking time. Man, take all the time you want. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do in the off season that works for you to get prepared to go out there and have another MVP-like season. Like he said, he's not out here spending $1 million.
But he should be able to report. He should report to training camp so that way you can get up to speed with your guys, shake some rust off. I mean, doing any off-season workouts is great and everything like that.
The thing is, Aaron Rodgers is now kicking the door wide open of the Green Bay Packers front office and letting them know things got to change, man. We cannot stay stuck in this old tradition of thinking. Like, something that has to give. Got to get Mike McCarthy out of here because he's not being progressive enough to see that change happens. That's why Bill Belichick is so successful, man. He stick with what's going on with the times, man. He's doing trick plays to throw teams off guard. He's evolving every fucking year. That's why I don't see Bill Belichick even stopping from coaching or being a great GM. He's always going to be evolving, thinking of what's the next best thing to move the sport.
The whole deal, I just like to be able to talk with Bill Belichick, is that this is an all-time great head coach, an all-time great general manager. Guys like Bill Belichick don't come around very often. Very rarely can you ever get a Bill Belichick type of head coach, general manager. I mean, this guy is rare. I mean, you can only probably get only one of those per decade. You know, for the 70s, you had Chuck Noll, and then for the 60s, you had Vince Lombardi for the Green Bay Packers, and then in the 80s, you had Bill Walsh for the 49ers, and then for the 90s, you had Jimmy Johnson for the Dallas Cowboys. These are all-time great head coach, general managers, and Bill Belichick is just one of a kind. So I don't think you can compare. It's very unfair to say that, to compare anybody else to Belichick, because it's just too rare to be able to have somebody that is of that caliber. So Mike McCarthy and everybody you want to associate with the Green Bay Packers, it's unfair to them. To push the sport forward. Now, Aaron Rodgers is one of those kind of thinkers, but I don't think he's completely cold-heartedly sold out to the game of football like Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is football. You know, this is what I do. This is what? Okay, I get it. I mean, Tom Brady really is very, very dedicated to the game of football. I don't know if anybody is as dedicated as Brady, and so he does have a fair point with that, but I don't know. I think Aaron is very, very much dedicated to his game, to his craft, getting better as a player. Uh, there are a lot of players that really, really work very, very hard in their profession. But I mean, yeah, from what I've heard, that Brady is football almost all the time.
What I've become. I've become this football invested individual. This is what I'm into. This is what I live for. Aaron Rodgers is a thinker. You know, he's a mystery upstairs. You know what I'm saying? He rather do Jeopardy than, you know what I'm saying, go out here and try to win another Super Bowl. Not saying that that's not something that's heavily on his heart to do, win another Super Bowl, because it obviously is if he's asking for change and, you know, getting rid of Brian Gutekunst. And you know, we're not there, but Aaron Rodgers is there, and he sees the same old fucking Ted Thompson pattern. No, we not doing that. We breaking up out of that. And then you see Brian Gutekunst, he knew. Look at his demeanor in the press conference. He already knew what was up. Sitting up there, we tried to reach out to Aaron, and, you know, I just want to tell him, man, you're our guy, man. You're the quarterback of our future, man. And we want Aaron Rodgers out there. Now it's all starting to make sense. This was a Brian Gutekunst move to, I don't think it was necessarily, I think he talked Matt LaFleur into it, and I think Matt LaFleur went out there and explained that to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, dude, I'm with you. You know, I was just, you know, trying to save my own ass, man. You know, he told me who he was going to pick, and I was kind of like, whatever you want to do, Chief, I'm on board with you. You know, so, you know, Matt LaFleur went out there and explained to Aaron Rodgers, like, look, dude, I'm trying to keep my job. I'm not trying to start no bad blood between nobody. I'm just trying to do what I got to do as a coach. I'm here to coach, man. I don't make the decisions. You know, so who knows if the headlines and the reports are true that this is who Matt LaFleur wanted and Brian Gutekunst wanted. Maybe it is. But who knows? Maybe Brian Gutekunst is the first to go, and then maybe next is going to be Matt LaFleur. Who knows how this is going to pan out? But I just want to say that I am excited about all this. I'm in green and gold today. People could come up to me and ask me what you think about what's going on. I'm happy. I'm excited. This is good times. This is going to push this team over the edge to be successful. Prove everybody wrong. Oh. Yeah, y'all want to talk about our quarterback? Oh, y'all didn't think that we was going to come? I think that.
Yeah, this could really make or break the team right here. I mean, could this be like a setup for a story? Like like a turmoil thing with the Packers. You know, Aaron is disgruntled with the Packers. He wants out, and then somehow some things come together for the Packers, and they agree. They come to terms, and then they go win a championship. I'm wondering if that's where Howie is going. That's not too far-fetched in my opinion. That would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. But I don't know. I'm trying to coming from a realistic standpoint. What if the Packers do in fact trade Aaron and we get another starting quarterback in return? I think the Packers could win that Super Bowl with that quarterback. I really think that we have that team. We just need a few other pieces to be put into place to be able to help make that happen. Push this team forward from having less than stellar defenses to a top defense, and just get to the Super Bowl and go and win it. What if this is going to be with Aaron, or if this is going to be with a different quarterback, not named Jordan Love? Quite frankly, I'm very, very optimistic for the Packers this season, with or without Aaron.
Decision to make, man. This is good. This is good. This is healthy. This is healthy for this team.
This team needs to break out of the monotony of just being good enough. No, it's time to go out there and be fucking champions, man. It's time to win. We don't need to be sitting up here trying to do all these different fucking experiments when you still got a dude playing at the height and still playing damn near in his prime.
Jordan Love is not an experiment. Jordan Love is an heir apparent in the waiting. Jordan is a very, very raw, talented QB, but he's very underdeveloped. He's very raw. He needs to be able to correct a few things that are wrong with him. He's almost on the come up, and once he's ready, it's full sailing straight ahead with Jordan Love potentially being the Packers quarterback if he's not traded away, for the sake of being able to keep Aaron in Green Bay. Who knows what Jordan could be? I'm just hoping that he can play well in Green Bay if he's in fact the heir apparent.
We'll see Aaron Rodgers slowing down, and last year was a fucking indication of that.
Right. Yes. But think to back in 2018 and 2019. Were we saying the same thing? No, because a lot of people thought that he was falling off a cliff, that he was starting to decline, and that's why Jordan was selected, just in case that Aaron's game was falling off. But here, lo and behold, in 2020, he plays great. He probably plays the best season of his career since 2011, and then wins MVP. We didn't see that coming, you guys. Think back to 2019 when before all this happened, before Jordan was selected. Nobody was thinking that Aaron was going to win MVP, except for probably a lot of us here in Packer Nation believed that Aaron was going to prove the Packers wrong, in a sense, by saying, I can still play at an MVP level, and he did. So, but this is not what anybody was thinking. People were saying that Aaron was washed up. People were saying that he was going to be traded away because they don't think that he's any good anymore. They said all that kind of stuff in the mainstream media. If you go back on YouTube and watch things from over a year ago, that's what people did say about him. So Aaron just proved the world wrong by what he was able to do in 2020. And maybe, just maybe, if he is going to be, in fact, the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers in 2021, he will prove everybody wrong that he can't win another Super Bowl in Green Bay. And I think that I believe in my quarterback, and I believe in my team, that we will be successful, and that we will go and win the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback.
You putting talent around him. The guy played phenomenal last year. I think he played good the year before that. Just trying to learn the offense. Still got to the goddamn end.
I mean, he had a good season by a lot of people's standards. But the touchdowns and interceptions and the just the general stats were they were very good, but they were just not Aaron Rodgers like. So they were down years for Aaron, but they, like he said in the Pat McAfee interview, my down years are career years for some guys, and that's true. You can go back and check out the rest of the video on his channel. I will leave a link to the video so you can watch the whole video in its entirety. It's 25 minutes long, so I just didn't want to take up a whole bunch of time going all over this. I just kind of wanted to get to the main points, what Howie had to say on the whole situation. So, and that is it for this video. I'll catch you guys later. Go Pack, go.